Are you more function over style?
I think there's a balance. I really like my car to like work. I can't stand a car that looks like. Obviously, if something's like on its nuts, it's obviously not performing well.
I don't think anyone tucking their wheel and trying to drift is ever gonna complain about that though, because they're like, it's sick though.
Wait, it's like, do you want something that's more comp oriented?
Convenient.
You're driving the car to drive the car. You don't care what the car looks like.
I love style, but I still want the functionality of it. I don't want my shit to rub. I want it to look good though. I would pull my car off the trailer without the ramp sometimes, just for the of it.
Really?
Like. Welcome back to the #1 Drift Podcast on YouTube. I am Dawson, and this is
Shane.
Of course, we got a few announcecements. If you want, of course, to be on a podcast, don't forget, email me at thecircleofdrift.com. I'm a dumbass. Thecircleofdrift@gmail.com. And make sure to put in the subject drift resume and tell me a little bit about yourself, stuff like that. But don't forget to subscribe. So look down below this video a little bit. If that subscribe button's still red, you might want to go ahead and click that. And of course, thanks everyone that has been supporting and grabbing some of the merch. I really appreciate you. If you haven't gotten it yet, you got about 2 weeks left. So that's about it for the announcements. So I'll let Shane introduce himself.
Hi, I'm Shane. I'm 20. I've been drifting for like 2 years. I got a new Edge Mustang. That's about it about me.
What he forgot to mention is that he's Scotty D's cousin.
I am.
So as most of you know, I've been doing Scotty's media and stuff like that. So figured he's the newest of the branch. So we get his opinion on how he got up in drifting and stuff like that. So give me a rundown on how long you've actually been drifting.
Well, technically I've been drifting since like I got my license. I just had my pickup, Wisconsin winter, it's snowy as hell.
Oh God, yeah.
I'd just be in my pickup just.
I think anyone from around here, whenever we get snow, we go out and do that.
Oh yeah, I believe it. But yeah, I've had the car for I think 2 years now. I've been drifting for around a year and a half.
Okay, so you still got a little bit of experience.
Yeah.
Not new.
No.
Well, give us a rundown on the Mustang. What all is done to it? Where did it start from? Stuff like that.
I got the car. It was like 10:30 at night on Facebook Marketplace looking for like the cheapest rear-wheel drive car. Because I had a E46. I hit a deer with it, totaled it, whatever. And I messaged the dude. He's like, oh yeah, come. And I'm like, all right, I'll come tomorrow. It's 2 hours away.
Yeah.
Take my dad's truck, U-Haul trailer, go down, get it. Runs like shit. Just terrible. And I mean,
what was wrong with it?
It needed spark plugs. It'd been sitting outside and just got water in them.
Check your spark plug, bitches.
Oh, it's so bad. It's so easy. It takes 20 minutes. 20 minutes is all it takes. But I got it. It had the Duncan kit on it.
Hell yeah.
Gutted rear, subframe, BCs, and like a Sparco seat in it. Just like base model.
So he had already been drifting it probably before.
He actually hadn't drifted it yet.
No way.
It had been sideswiped, so the big dent that's in my car, that's
where that came from.
Yeah. I bought it because that's why it was
I'll
the
put a
cheapest
picture
one.
of that.
It was the cheapest thing on Marketplace. Like I think I paid $3,700 for it, which at the time it was like
that's not that. What year is it?
99.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It was
that's not bad at all.
It was right in the middle of Corona, so shit was going up already. So
of course,
but trailered at home because it had no alignment on it and it ran terrible. And new plugs, put an alignment on it, drove it for like, I don't know, a month. And I'm sitting at a stop sign on the way home from work. And I put it in gear, starts knocking. I'm like,
no.
So I'm like, it's got to be the transmission. All I did was put it in gear. I'm idling. I'm not doing anything with it. Yeah. So I drive it 15 miles home and started it 5 times in the driveway.
15 fucking
Dude,
miles.
It was so bad. It was. Oh, dude, it shattered the number 6 piston. Like the wrist pin exploded.
Oh my God.
It was so bad. And then, so I hit up Scott. I'm like, what do I do? He's like, 06 Explorer motor. They're aluminum block compared to the steel, 90 pounds lighter.
Oh, really?
Yep. So now
how much can you normally get those for on Marketplace and stuff?
On Marketplace, I have no idea, but at a junkyard, mine was $450.
Oh,
just
hell yeah!
I mean,
just get it from a junkyard
for like
unless it's cheaper. I don't know.
It's hard to find like the 06 ones because like it only came in one model year for like the aluminum block 2 valve like unit. But if you just want like a 4.6, they're in literally everything. Crown Vic, F-150, Explorer, anything from like 99 to 04.
Yeah, yeah.
It's ridiculous.
And would you say that would be plenty of power to start off on?
Oh yeah,
Because a lot of people hate on the 4.6.
oh, it's slow. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, it's not fast. You're not gonna outrun anybody. Like a Z will beat you. Don't
I would
think
probably
otherwise.
compare it to what stock E36.
About that. Yeah.
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 Okay.
Yeah, I'd say it's about that.
Oh yeah. Okay.
But,
Well,
I mean,
sorry. Go ahead.
they're pretty reliable though. That's the thing. Like, I've beat the hell out of that motor for like the last year and a half, and it just doesn't care.
You threw it into a wall.
3 times actually.
Oh, fuck. 3 times.
Yeah.
I thought that. Damn, I had that in the questions too. I was gonna ask you about the one I saw.
Oh,
so
yeah.
that was your third wreck then.
Yeah, the first 2 were not as bad.
Oh, okay. So how'd the first 2 go?
So the first one was like a friendly comp in Wisconsin at a skid pad, and I threw it in on Marketplace tires, just hot as shit on the pad, and it just didn't take, and I just went completely backwards right into the wall.
Oh, I've done that up at Beach Bend.
So like all the spray paint on the side of my car in the back corner, that's all from that. I just beat it out.
Pristine. Grab your hammers.
The body kit right there.
Yeah.
Drift kit.
Yep. Well, what was you said that was the first one?
Yeah, that was the first
What
one.
was the second one?
So the second one, Daily Drift Invitational. Drove the competition, knocked out in the 16. There was 30 minutes left at the end. So I'm like, all right, I'll do one lap.
Oh, no, one more lap
Dude,
mentality.
One more lap. And there's this. So what happened was there's this concrete wall they put up, and it's all the K rails are all sectioned.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And a Miata had hit it head on at like the middle of the competition. Didn't even mess up the car. It just moved the barrier. So it made a hard edge. And I had the factory crash bar, right? So I come around
Hold up.
and like all my homies are just like, give us some taillights. So I'm like, all right, I'll tap the wall. Whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
I go in, I hit right on that edge, and it just rips the whole crash bar off. It like kills the car because I still
Hey, yanked you with it.
Oh yeah, it was so bad. My buddy in the passenger seat got the wind knocked out of him. It was bad.
Jesus Christ. Well, the one that I got on camera, he was trying to run the 50K layout at Riverside and just,
So
understeered like a motherfucker pretty much.
So I had, I don't know how to say it, but I had some cockiness. And the first like 3 laps
There's
were
a lot
like,
of people hyping him up. I'm like,
oh, there was. And I was like, I went pretty fast the first time, went a little faster the second time. Then the third time I was like on limiter.
Yeah.
And I just pulled the handbrake and buried my foot, and it just went, nope. I had too much vehicle speed.
Let's just go this way.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. And then I just like locked up the brakes because I panicked, and then
Yeah.
right into the wall.
So what'd you learn from it?
Don't do that.
No, like for real. Like, what'd you learn from it? Like, because technically, what I would have done in that situation is hit the handbrake one more time, clutch in, hit the handbrake, and then just stomp on it.
Oh, that's exactly what I should have done. And then I should have just got off the foot brakes. I jammed the foot brake to the floor, and it just like went right up into the wall. Like if I just would have let off the foot brake, I would have steered out of it. It was
Jeez.
just panic.
Well, there you go. In case you're running into a wall, do that.
Yeah, don't panic.
Hold on. What does that say? Oh, so whenever you got the car, what all did you do as far as like parts and stuff like that to get it for its first track day?
Well, Scott sent me out an angle kit, full angle kit for it, and obviously I blew up the motor. And
So you put an angle kit on it from the jump.
it was right after I blew up the motor, the angle kit came in. So I'd never
Oh,
been
okay,
driven
okay.
it. So I got the angle kit, put it on while I was putting the motor in, and when I actually took the motor out,
Mhm.
underneath both strut towers, there was a hole probably this big. And I went into like, well, what am I going to do now? There's only one thing to do is to fix it. Like I have no money. I spent it all in the car.
Yeah.
Like, so I learned how to fabricate. So,
You gotta get peer pressured into learning how to weld and shit like
yeah,
that.
I mean, what else was I going to do?
Yeah,
I mean-
I saw a TikTok the other day that was something about how these people were telling this dude that he's a mechanic, he's a plumber, he's all this shit, and he was like, "Well, I don't know. When I was a kid, it was either learn how to be self-sustainable or die." I was like, "There you go, bingo. That's how you do it."
That is true.
Damn, what were we just talking about? I lost track.
The car.
Oh yeah.
But so I got the angle kit on, put the new motor in, drove it, new clutch and everything, and put a handbrake in it like the 4th event out, of course.
Hey, I had one the first event out.
Hey, I didn't.
At least you had an angle kit though.
I did. So I learned how to drift without the handbrake, which in my opinion is like a good way to like learn so you don't rely on it.
Yeah,
completely.
it's a lot easier if you do have the extra angle to fall back on. Because my handbrake, I lost brakes one event, and I still went out there. That was a bad decision. I ended up wrecking with Willie. He was on the podcast. Y'all know who he is. But yeah, never mind. That's just a bad idea. If you ain't got brakes, don't fix the shit first. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, but I just went out and drove pretty much, and that's just how it is. You just drive.
Yeah. So how'd that first track day go then?
It didn't go terrible, but I didn't have the MAF sensor plugged in because I had a giant exhaust or intake leak that I didn't know about. So when I plugged it in, it just wouldn't run. So I was just like, well, I'm driving. And first lap out glows both headers, like bright red.
Of course.
And it's leaking oil. And like, well, I paid $55 to get in, and I'm getting my $55 for it. So what did
you do? A couple laps and come off for 30 minutes?
Yeah, I just go off until the header stopped glowing and then just drive again. And I was like, because the track that I went to in Wisconsin is like 20 minutes from my house. So I was like,
fuck it.
Like, if it blows up, I'll just call someone to drive me home.
Yeah, just put the strap on it. We'll make it. It's fine.
We don't even need to strap it. You can just leave it there and come get it.
Since Scotty makes parts and stuff specifically for your car, has it been helpful to have him around and kind of I guess obviously the parts, he gave you an angle kit first, so how has he helped get through this?
Pretty much the whole setup on the car is done by him. Because I had no idea what I was doing. Like, I have more knowledge now, but like first lap out, my tires rubbing the control arm. So I call Scott, what do I do? He goes, well, you gotta get new tires and new wheels. And I'm like, okay, so I do all that.
Fuck.
I do all that, and it's just everything that's wrong with the car. I just hit him up and be like, hey, it's broken. Help me fix it.
Tell me what to do.
And then he came out earlier last year and drove the car, and he was like, this thing sucks.
What was wrong with it at the time? What did you change?
I mean, the tires were still hitting the control arms.
What size were they?
245s with a 245/50 or 45s. And it was just a little too big where it would just hit it like full lock. It was terrible.
What were the wheels? What spec were those?
I don't know, just standard FR500 and Mustang wheels.
Okay.
They're terrible.
Okay, yeah. Stock wheels are only half decent on the rear, I would say.
Yeah.
If you're trying to learn. Yeah. If you already know what you're doing, you can get the hell away from stock wheels.
For sure.
And get a proper setup. But sorry, did you have something else to say on that?
No.
Well, what was the best thing you learned from Scotty going through this?
Probably just mostly car setup. He helped like a lot with me like figuring out what suspension actually does, because I mean, I knew it softened like bumps and stuff, but like I didn't know that it actually like played a huge role in like, how the car drives.
Wild once you go to an angle kit.
It's bananas.
Yeah. Do you wish you would have started without an angle kit to kind of learn how to control the car better? Because that's what I've always advocated for.
Well, the cars have no angle from factory. They're so bad.
Yeah. Mustangs are horrible.
I mean, honestly, I don't think it really hindered me at all, because I just drove low angle, like at start, because I didn't know where the point of no return was. And I didn't really want to find it.
I'm too scared.
That's exactly how it was. Just shaking in my boots the first few laps. Just like,
Yeah. Well, were you able to link the track the first event you went out?
I did, but it was it's a skid pad, and it was a figure 8 layout that day.
Oh, okay, so nothing too crazy.
I was able to do the figure 8.
Okay.
But
what gear were you in? Second gear?
Second gear. Okay. And that car.
Still fairly slow track.
Yeah, like 80 mile an hour wheel speed. Because I have like 327s in that car from the factory. They're so long. Like I drove here 70 miles an hour on the highway, like $2,000.
What the fuck?
Just economied.
Well, how about the best advice you've gotten from Scotty as far as driving skill? Like mistakes you've made, and then here's what you should do.
Don't hold the handbrake. Trust that the car is going to do what you want it to do. Like,
yes.
Because that's one of the things when I first started having the handbrake, I would just drag the handbrake for the longest time, and those cars don't float at all.
Yeah.
So you'll just like drag it and you lose all your speed. It's so bad.
Just block it down. Now I want to stop the podcast for a second because BC Racing is officially supporting the Circle of Drift podcast. They have made a major impact within the drifting community with their wide variety of coilovers and different spec series that you can pretty much customize. And me personally, I've ran BC coilovers on my cars for years now, all the way back from when I was in the stance scene to now in drifting. And BC is not only creating top quality parts that compete with the best coilover brands on the market, but they are very adamant about supporting more grassroots level drivers and simply just growing the community. So if you guys have been contemplating upgrading your suspension to really dial in the grip levels that you need, or if you just want to see as low as you can with the extreme lows, jump on down in the description at BC Racing and grab yourself some coilovers and really get your car dialed in. So thank you again, BC, for supporting the podcast. We greatly appreciate it. Now let's get back to the podcast.
Oh, and then I just dump it and it just go, wah.
Yep.
Because I mean, they have no power.
I was worse. My first event. I didn't even know what to do with the handbrake. It was horrible. I absolutely had no idea. I didn't know you're supposed to push the clutch in.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Fry me up for that one. What was the most nerve-wracking thing getting into drifting? Because a lot of people are scared more like of wrecking their car and it being a waste of money or doing, just embarrassing themselves.
It was probably embarrassing myself. Like wrecking the car, I'm more scared to wreck the car now that I've got all this money into it.
Mm-hmm.
But like when I first got it, I was like, I don't care about this car, I've only got a couple grand into it. Like if I wreck it, I take all the.
I was scared shitless to wreck my car, and then I finally wrecked it.
Well, I didn't make the mistake that a lot of people do is drifting their daily. Like, do not do that either. Like, I get it. You have the urge and you have a car that's capable, but like, you still got to get to work Monday. Mm-hmm. And like, if you mess it up, how are you going to get to work to fix the car?
The money comes from work.
That was always my theory: is have another vehicle, then get your drift car.
That's fair.
So, but like, I was so nervous because I have like terrible like social anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I was just like, if I go out there and suck, like everyone's just gonna make fun of me. But that's not at all how it is. Like, don't ever be scared of that. Like,
yeah, that was my biggest fear getting into. I too deal with a lot of social anxiety and shit, which, as you've seen, whenever we're out at dinner, like I don't talk much and shit. But yeah, I think that's majority of people's fear is just embarrassing themselves. But once they get out there and realize that majority of people out there in drifting just want to help you in some type of way.
Like if you go out there and you're sucking for the whole day, chances are someone's going to come up to you and be like, hey, do this and not that.
Yeah. The first day I was on track, they're like, dude, just go faster. Yeah. Just go faster in that one turn and you'll link the entire track.
Yeah. Like I gotta thank my boy Brad. He runs the GLD skid pad. Like he has helped so much of just like, hey bud, try this now. Oh, you did good for that lap. And you'll be driving and you'll just like come around the first turn and you have like a direct view at him. And if you're doing good, he's over there cheering you on. Like he is like a real G for that.
Yeah.
Like,
oh yeah.
He's a real guy.
Yeah. The first I've told this story before, I think. I'm not sure, but the first wreck I had with Willie, it was I basically, he spun in front of me. That was the event. I didn't have my brakes and I whipped it around and basically my quarter panel slapped into his front bash bar, which that's why I have over fenders and shit now. But yeah, that was a bad wreck. That kind of kicked my ass and be like, yeah, this is just for fun. Yeah. You're gonna ruin it anyways. Let's just do this.
I mean, the whole thing is just for fun. Like, don't take it too seriously. Like, if you're not having fun with it, do something else. Like that's what the whole thing is. It's just fun. Like, there's no money in it.
Ooh, other than, I guess, I guess you kind of went over that. So you found the car on Marketplace.
Yeah.
And so you didn't even have any influence from Scotty or anything on getting the new Edge.
Well, he has the Mustang stuff at the time.
And
at the time, I was really just looking for like the cheapest rear-wheel drive manual vehicle I could find because I wanted a drift car. That's what I wanted. And I saw the Mustang and I was like, well, I know the guy who makes the parts and I think they're decently reliable.
Mm.
Why don't I go get this? So I messaged him and he was like, don't buy someone else's junk, buy a stock car. And I was like, okay. And then the next day I went and got it. So
Gotcha, bitch.
Yeah, that's yeah, that sounds about right.
Yep.
Luckily, I got mine for $600, but like you could never find that in
No.
today's market.
No, not at all. I mean, New Edge, have you seen the price of New Edge Mustangs?
Oh no,
You're not getting one for under $5 or $6 grand.
is it really that high
Yeah.
now?
So
Oh my
good.
god,
It's over.
even for the V6s?
V6s you can find for like $1,500, but they're
Oh okay,
decent. Like if you put a like I don't know, like a 4 something gear in it
yeah.
and like gut it completely, like and weld it if you can drive it. But like they're so slow. Like
Just dog shit for drifting, probably.
I mean, if you put all the setup on them, I'm sure they probably could hang. Like I've seen a few videos of people like drifting them, but you're not hanging with anything crazy. Like
Yeah,
like my car barely
you out
keeps
there
up.
driving solo, baby.
Like my GT barely keeps up with a KA 240.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Damn, really?
yeah.
What the
'Cause
heck? That can't be true.
they have shorter gears. So like off the line, I get tugged by a KA 240, but like I'll catch up
That's fair,
throughout
okay.
drifting. But
Damn.
yeah, they're not fast cars. They're so slow.
That's so
They just have torque. That's the only good part. So if you just stand on it, it'll go.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So the new Edge is straight axle, correct?
Yep.
Okay. So what like benefits does that come with, or do you think there's
Um,
any benefit at all?
Has a lot of anti-squat.
That's cool. That's
so
true.
You can grip up. Tire wear. Like if you're like trying to drift on a budget, tire wear is insane. You just
Dead even.
like it's even throughout the entire side of the tire, but like halfway through the event, if you just swap tires like side to side,
Yeah, yeah.
you'll drive all day. Like I think I drove 7 events at a skid pad on a set of Kendos.
Damn.
Like and that included a comp.
Well, I will advocate for that because Kendas, I've done two full days on Kendas before.
Oh yeah.
Well, I had to change like a couple hours, like until the event was over. I had to change my tires then, but 2 days
Oh, yeah.
and it would last. But I don't know, Kendas are fucking wild, dude.
They're
I don't
insane.
understand. I
Insane.
don't know what the hell they're putting in that rubber.
Crack.
Wait.
I'm fast as
Yeah,
fuck,
that's
boy.
it. I can't even remember what these buttons are anymore. Oh, we got a drift kitty in here somewhere.
Come here.
He might come up.
Nope, not going to. It's not in it.
So there's nothing else to the straight axle then. So you wouldn't say like you would suggest it technically, because
I mean, if you want a Mustang, you're gonna get it.
yeah,
Unless you get like a 15 up, or if you get like a Cobra car. But the straight axle is like it has a lot of sway in it. So if you don't have a pan hard bar, like you can feel like if you transition, you can't transition like insanely fast
yeah,
because like you'll feel the whole car move and then the axle moves. It's super weird.
that's got okay. So on the bank, is that what you were explaining on the bank? How because you were struggling with that,
Yeah.
up at Riverside.
Yeah. So like when you initiate, like the whole body of the car moves and then the axle does. It's brief, but you can feel it. It's
Oh
super
my
weird.
god!
Like-
Does it feel like a wheel hop almost?
The car will wheel hop eventually. Like if I add too much grip to it, it'll either wheel hop or it'll spin the LSD.
That sucks.
Oh, it's not great.
Oh man. Yeah, I had to. That's the whole reason I went into the RB is just because I had the VQ set up. It was as gripped up as possible, and
Mhm.
I couldn't keep up with nobody. I was tired of it. So, would you say it's very important to have mentors in this sport, or do you think you would be able to do it on your own?
It's definitely a lot easier to have mentors, 100%. Like if you have someone that knows what's up,
Mm.
it makes the whole process easier because like you're not just trying to figure everything out by yourself. Like
That is true.
I've seen people try to figure it out by themselves, like because the skid pad's like a fairly friendly, like
Mm.
new place to go. Like if you're
Yeah.
new, you go to a skid pad. You don't go to like a bank track. If you're trying to drift a bank track your first time out, stop.
Yeah, yeah,
Just don't. You're gonna crash your car. But yeah, if you have
I would definitely advocate for it too. I would say, I kind of, it's hard to find people that don't get into drifting because of someone else.
yeah, that is true.
That's, I guess I never really thought about that.
But like if you are trying to get into it by yourself, like 95% of the time, I'd say if you are struggling and you just go up to either one of the track dudes who's running it, because they're more than likely going to be a drifter themselves.
Yeah.
Or if you just go to somebody who looks like they kind of got their shit together, like they will help
find the
you.
cleanest car.
Yeah.
It might work actually.
Or find the most banged up car because they're driving hard.
That too. Yeah, yeah. You get the balance. Ask them both.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll get both perspectives. So who would you say besides Scotty has been your biggest mentor within drifting?
Probably Brad, the guy who runs GLD in Wisconsin. Like,
Okay.
literally, if I'm like, hey, Brad, the car's not doing what I want it to do, he'll go, well, try this. And 9 times out of 10, it'll work.
Damn. What were some things that he's kind of that he did that with, I guess?
So, like, the entry, like, I struggled with the entry for, like, ever. So long. And he's like, just go faster, enter earlier. Because I was scared to enter fast, right? Because, like, my theory was if I enter fast, I'm not going to be able to slow down if I mess this up.
Yep.
He's like, if you go faster, you can enter earlier and then figure out when you got to slow down, how much you have to slow down.
Mm-hmm.
And then it'll all just come.
Yeah.
And sure shit, he was right.
That was a big one for me. Once you finally just say fuck it and do it,
Oh, yeah.
and you feel the car float like that and how far it'll actually travel, you'll
Oh.
want to keep the speed.
Oh, yeah. Like now, if I go drive GLD, if I go up to Wisconsin, I'm starting around the corner on the return road, like
Yeah, you're trying to pin it and get as fast
Like-
as possible.
70 mile an hour, just chucking it. It's bananas.
And how long did it take you to finally learn that then?
I'd say probably 3 months, but I did drift like at least twice a week for the entirety of last year.
Oh, wow.
Like GLD is super great because they have for $350 or something, $380. It's a season pass,
Yeah, yeah.
and there's drifting every Tuesday and Friday, and then there's usually 1 or 2 weekend events per month for like
Damn.
the entirety of the summer. And then once the track technically closes because it's a drag strip,
Yeah, yeah.
the drifting still continues until it snows. And then there's like this winter they did like pop-up events during the winter too, like with just snow on the pad.
Yeah.
But
Well, that's tight.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. You said, damn, he just slobbered all over my ass. That was fucked up, bro.
I saw that from over here.
It's all good. So you came down to help out Scotty with the business, correct?
Yeah, he invited me down, I think right at the beginning of the year. He discussed with me and I was like, that'd be super cool.
Yeah, yeah.
And I came down, I think the start of March, I think.
Well, that's tight.
I drove the drift car down.
Hell
That's-
yeah. Oh, that's tight. So what is there any like cool projects y'all are working on up there?
I don't know how much I can discuss, but
Ooh.
I know we're getting the car ready for the 50K in Jersey. I know that. I know Matt's kind of working on his car,
Mm-hmm.
but there is another car that's there that we're working on. I don't know if I'm allowed to discuss
Gotcha,
it. I don't
gotcha.
want to make anybody mad, but
What there was some issue. Wasn't there issues going on with Matt's car at the 245 comp?
the
was
last
that?
comp too. So
So what was going on with it then?
So at the 245, he bottomed the car out and it broke. It either broke or lost one of the exhaust manifold bolts, so it was just loud as hell.
Yeah, yeah.
So he got that fixed, and then he went to a Clarksville event, and it was overheating like crazy.
Oh my god.
And the last event, the not 50K,
Yeah.
he was driving that, and it's just puking oil out of the valve cover onto the exhaust. It was so bad, and it was still overheating. And at one point, he like came back in. He's like, "I don't have any oil pressure." And then,
That's not good.
oh, it was not good.
Hold up.
But he ended up doing another lap after that too.
Oh my god.
He was like, "It came back. It cooled down. It came back." I'm like, "Okay, man.
Sometimes all you got to do is rev it really hard.
That's all you got to do.
It fixes issues.
If it doesn't want to run, just beat it."
All right. So, where do you kind of hope to see your, I guess, drifting career go in the future?
I'd like to get to the point. Like, I don't want to do FD. Like, that just seems like way too much work for me.
That
Like-
seems very out of reach for a lot of people.
It is like it's starting to
doesn't
get.
seem worth it to me.
Oh no, not at all. Like, you're not making a dime. You're probably just like barely breaking even like the entire time.
Right.
Like, I mean, I haven't been like around FD like that much, but like The one
Did you
I've
see
been.
Cash's episode that we did with him?
I don't think so.
Dude, he runs a FD program on less than 40 grand.
Oh, I did see. I did
That's
see that short.
wild, man.
That is bananas. Like,
Dude.
oh,
Cowboy shit. I
that's
don't
like.
props to him. And he keeps getting fucked by the judges. Like
Oh,
straight
yeah.
up. Yeah. He's been getting completely screwed in FD. But I'm sorry. Go ahead. Where do you see your future going with drifting?
I probably just want to do like the exhibition stuff, like the 50K, and like just some stuff to like bring some money back into the program. But like obviously that's like a few years out. Like,
of course. Did you ever get to go to a Clutch Kickers event?
No, I didn't.
No.
That's like when I was still in Wisconsin before Scott had like brought me down here, or even like when he was still in California, didn't have plans to come here.
I
Like
always
that-
forget he's from California.
He's from Wisconsin.
Well, yeah, but he
Yeah, he
like
went
the
to
fact that he
California.
just lived in California is crazy to me. California's wild. I
Oh,
hate California so
Never been-
much.
Never been, but like it looks.
I've been once and I went to Northern California and that went up to Santa Cruz area. That was pretty cool. But LA area, I'll stay away from it and keep that shit.
It doesn't look good.
No.
It just looks like a lot of traffic, and I hate
A lot of traffic and a lot of needles everywhere.
Oh, yeah,
That's
believe
what I
it.
picture. But damn, we keep getting off topic. I'm sorry. Where do you see yourself going?
Just like 50Ks, probably just exhibition stuff. Because like I just want to keep it fun. Like the 50K is probably about as serious as I would ever get
Yeah.
because I just want to drive. That's all I'm doing.
Do you know why the last one got canceled?
It got moved for.
It's like moved to August or some shit.
Yeah, it got moved because I forget what it. There was something going on where they didn't have somebody. I think that was supposed
Oh,
to be there,
okay.
or something along those
Schedule
lines.
conflict.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
Okay. You ever want to go out to Texas and do one of the Lone Star events?
That looks fun. I do want to do that.
Yeah.
But that's obviously a few years down the road if it's still going on.
Yeah. I've reached out to Losi and he's down to do an interview.
Oh, really?
So if you guys want to see him on, drop that down in the comments. Let me know because that's a long trip to Texas.
It
But
is.
I've got a few people out there that want to do a podcast. So
Oh, that's good.
I won't throw them all out there. But y'all have been asking for Losi. So well, what other events do you plan on going to do that are kind of more the exhibition style?
Well, what's out there right now? Just the 50K for like decent payout events?
For
Yeah.
decent payout. I've been Clean Culture is starting to do some payout comps.
Ooh,
I think
Clean Culture. Ooh,
I think
like
that's
no hate to them, but like
I don't know.
when they were in Chicago last year with like Adam LZ,
Mhm.
I heard it was pretty bad. Like a lot of the takeover kids there,
Oh god.
like they were hanging over the edge of the wall. Because I have a few buddies that went.
I did hear something
Yeah.
about that. I think they've cleaned that up. 'Cause
Hopefully,
they don't.
because that's like
Yeah.
stupid dangerous.
I don't fuck with takeover shit.
Oh,
But
it's so bad.
there was Andy just went to a Clean Culture event. I think that's where he went.
There was one I think this weekend in Chicago.
Oh, sick. Hell yeah. Okay. Maybe that's what it was. I don't know. But there was another 50K somewhere that was supposed to be the same weekend of the Riverside 50K.
Mhm.
And Andy was at that one too, but I don't remember where the hell that was.
I didn't hear anything about it.
Well, fuck. I don't know. Well, what's the best track you've driven so far?
Riverside.
Riverside, really?
Yeah, I've only driven 2 tracks.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Damn,
but-
I didn't know that. Oh,
Yeah.
dude, you got to make it out to Mid Pond, bro.
Oh, I want to. It looks fun.
Oh my god, Mid Pond! I'll advocate for Mid Pond forever. That's the best track.
Yeah.
It's an old go kart track.
Ooh, that looks fun. Is it tight?
Yeah, it's very tight and
Ooh,
technical.
I like that.
Yeah, I can show you like the layout of it. It's so
Sure,
sick.
for sure.
You gotta drift around the pond. Is the sweeper? It's amazing. It's like in the middle of nowhere, Alabama. It's fantastic. What track do you look forward to the most? Driving one day.
I want to drive like Horse Thief and like Grange. Those look super fun for me.
I think everyone wants to do that.
Oh,
those are
100%.
such good tracks.
So good.
Hmm.
I'd love to go to Japan. I think that's everybody though. And do the whole experience,
so-
but that's a lot of money.
Yeah, it's. I think it's a lot. People are gonna hate me for saying this, but I think it's a lot cheaper than what people make it out to be. Like I was doing some research the other day, looking at JZXs and stuff, just seeing what prices they were. They're really not that expensive. I mean, you can find a chaser. I didn't technically look to see if any of them ran, but they were through this auction thing. You can find a decent one for about $4 or $5 grand. Like,
Oh,
it's
really?
not crazy expensive, and I think that was import price.
Oh, really?
No, sorry, that was not import price. That would be very fucked up.
That would be insane.
That'd be so cheap. But yeah, I think that was like the price of the car in the market of Japan. I may be completely wrong on that. So if any importers are watching this, let me know in the comments, because I'm actually kind of curious. I want to do that one day.
Yeah.
But I think it would be cheaper than most people make it out to be.
I'm guessing it's not like, I don't know. It's probably under round trip. You could probably do it under 10 grand, I would think.
Okay, that's kind of where I would
I would
estimate
think.
it. I feel like most people would look at it and be like, "There's no way that costs less than 20 to 30 grand."
I would think it
What?
would cost 10 grand, which is still like a lot of money just for like one trip.
Yeah. But
But-
then you have a car there.
You do have
And all you got to do is pay $50 a month.
Yeah, it's
So
not
how's
bad.
your car?
Not
That's
bad.
cheaper than a storage unit around here. Dude.
That is true.
A storage unit that you could actually fit that car in, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Yeah, that's true.
So, well, what's been your best trackside fix?
So
Ghetto as hell.
So ghetto as hell. So my car, after I hit the wall the second time, it shifted like where the gas thing goes into the tank, and it was old and crusty. So it ripped it. So my car leaked gas for like 2 months. And I kept driving. And then it was like the day before my birthday, we were drifting. And Brad finally came up to me and he's like, you got to make it leak less. You don't have to fix it. You just got to make it leak less. So I duct taped a cone around the gasket.
No, you.
Yes, I did. And then I drove the rest of the day. And then I drove the rest of that year. I fixed it before I came down here, like the week before I came down here.
Oh,
So it leaked gas that
God.
entire time. It was not safe. I don't recommend
You passed
that.
tech with that?
Well,
They just didn't, or they just that
I don't mean
crazy of a
I
track
don't mean
runner.
to out anybody, but there is like very limited tech at a lot of drift places.
That's definitely been brought up about Clarksville.
It's a lot of places. Like
Yeah.
pretty much every skid pad, you're gonna get light teched.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
at GLD, my car got teched at the beginning of the year, and then it was just you can drive.
Mm.
I mean, they don't care
That's for fucking
unless
sure.
something's like super wrong, like you're leaking gas or like your car's braking every other lap and they got to tow you off. Then you're like,
Yeah.
you can't drive.
Well, what's the ghettoest trackside fix you've seen somebody else do?
I saw. Okay, so my buddy Bob, he's got an E36, like I think it's an S52, and they had put the wall back because normally it's just like gravel, and
Yeah,
then,
yeah.
so they put the wall up for one weekend. And the way you come in, and then you kick it like heading towards the wall,
Mm-hmm.
and then you flick it back. Well, he kicked it to the wall. It snapped the tie rod, and he plowed the wall, just full tilt, plowed into the wall.
Ooh.
Towed off track, hook a truck to the car to a tree, straighten the frame out, like I think it was like 3 inches or something.
Oh my God.
3 hours later, he was chasing me in a tandem.
Fucking right. Hell yeah. What a cowboy.
There's a video of it. I think it's on his Instagram.
Dude,
it's like
please find that for me.
I think it's just a video of the chase. I don't know if there's any video of like the crash, because like that week was terrible for him. I think he blew up the motor, and then like the day that like Friday of the drift event,
Yeah.
he goes to go take the car out, blows the clutch into like 3 pieces, like just explodes the clutch.
What kind of clutch was it?
I have no idea.
Oh.
I don't think it was like
Probably just
a
a
bad
factory
clutch,
clutch.
though. It was an aftermarket clutch.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
Okay. Damn. Ooh. And it was a stock car, pretty much? Or drivetrain at least?
It had an S52 in it. I don't know what S52 is coming. I don't know anything about BMWs,
Fuck if I know.
but I mean,
I've been told plenty of times on this podcast, but I
Oh,
can't
bro.
remember for shit.
there's so many numbers and letters involved. I can't keep track
Well,
of it.
especially with BMWs.
Oh yeah, dude,
It's
it's every other one.
328, 330, 330i, whatever.
yeah.
Fucking shit. There's so many.
Ridiculous amounts.
And then well, bins don't apply to drifting whatsoever, but they got a lot of fucking numbers too. Well, who's your favorite YouTuber?
I'd say probably Taylor Ray.
Taylor Ray?
Yeah, a lot of cool fab work from him. I love it. Fab work amazes.
What's the best build you've liked from him? Because he's done so many. What are you doing, buddy?
So I really like the Corvette, obviously, because it's super well done, super thought through. but like just the look of like the Fomin's truck, like
Oh yes,
something
I
about
love
like,
the Fumans.
oh, something about trucks. Like I love trucks, but I don't like hugely broed out trucks, but like trucks with semi wheels on it, so good.
Yes.
So good.
Yes, I had 22s on my truck at once, but I hit a fat ass fucking pothole. I bent one of them, so I just took them all off and put the factory ones back on.
You have potholes down here? Haven't seen one.
Dude, there's a bad one up the road. It's like, it's kind of over on the. I don't. Never mind. You probably didn't. I don't know if you came that way or not.
Probably not.
Yeah, but yeah, semi wheels. Okay, so what is your thoughts on his whole truck situation?
I mean, personally, I would just fix what needed to be done on the 6.7 because, like, the 6.7, aside from like that issue, I don't think there's that much wrong with 6.7s. Like,
Yeah,
they're a super good truck, and I'm a big Ford
but it's
guy.
under warranty.
It is under warranty. Like,
So that was like he had said, like that was the whole point
Yeah.
of it.
I mean, it definitely sucks that it happened, and like
Yeah.
I didn't even know about the issue at all, and like I've looked into those trucks because
Mhm.
like I was gonna buy one at some point, but I think it's just like a freak thing that happened. But I mean, warranty, they're gonna replace the factory thing with a factory thing. They're not gonna upgrade it.
Yeah.
So it's probably bound to happen again, which sucks. And the fact that you can't touch it, otherwise it's not under warranty, that
Mhm.
definitely sucks. So I think he's making the right decision using a truck that he can work on. Cause like that for me is a big fear too, of like breaking down on the side of
See,
the road.
I think the same thing.
Like,
Because
what-
dude, when he bought that truck and decided to not use the Fumans anymore, I was like, damn, I want to miss seeing that truck.
Oh yeah, me too.
I
Like,
love that thing. That was like the perfect combination. And
It was-
I'm not a Ford guy
Yeah.
whatsoever.
I love Fords now, but like,
Well,
I
yeah,
mean, for
yeah.
a 6.4 truck, absolutely put Cummins in it.
Yeah,
6.4s,
I've always liked Duramax, but like that was more or less the influence of Brennan down here, which is why I have a Silverado and shit too,
Yeah.
which the LSs just works. So
I hate Silverados. Just saying.
really,
So I had to go bring all my stuff down here
Mhm.
and load up all the stuff. Made it 30 miles and the 4L60 exploded. So
oh yeah, the transits aren't that great. I'm not
So
gonna lie
bad.
about that one.
so bad.
Yeah,
Like aside from the 6-liter Fords, the transmission.
the Allison trans on the Duramax though, that motherfucker
decent.
is pristine,
pretty good. And 4L80s not as
Stout as a
bad.
motherfucker.
But like 4L60 taking time bomb.
Yeah, I'm just waiting. Just to be real. Well, so what do you hope to see him do with the Fumans now that he's going to be designating that as his tow rig?
I'd hope to see him just make it like as reliable as humanly possible because that's its main goal. Like
Yeah.
for me, like if I was to buy a truck, like I wouldn't tune it. Like if I'm using it to tow, I wouldn't modify it crazily. Like keep it as reliable as possible.
Yeah.
Like that's the one thing that's going to get you to an event. Like, and especially for like a
Damn
grassroots
right.
student, like a grassroots student, you probably just got your car and your truck. Like that's pretty much all you got.
Yep.
So-
I'll advocate for that because the truck I got, it was a great truck. Don't get me wrong, but like, it leaked oil out of the rear main. Like there was issue after issue. It had to have been like an old farm truck or something.
Oh, probably.
It was beat to hell, but that motherfucker got me to the track and back. I tell you what,
Dude, if
it broke down on me one trip to Mid Pond, where it was just we couldn't figure out what the fuck was going on. It was going into like a limp mode or some
Oh.
shit. It was weird. And then I bought a scanner, cleared the code a couple times, and like swapped some spark plugs around, and it didn't come back. So I ended up doing a tune-up a little bit later after that, and then I never had that issue again.
That's
Sold it.
All you gotta do is change your spark plugs. That's what
Yeah,
we're
if you got an
talking about.
LS, check them, check them plugs, and the coil packs. Really, those
Oh, yeah.
motherfuckers go bad on there. Easy. Damn, I had something else for you. What else gonna?
I'll be honest, I have ADHD and I do not remember a thing.
So, do you watch Jimmy Oaks at all?
I do.
Okay. What's your favorite car of his?
The coupe all day. The coupe, the black coupe.
The Black Coupe.
Oh, so good.
Yeah, that is
like-
a good one. I'm not gonna lie. I really love his E30.
Oh,
That is one of my favorite cars.
it's so good yet so simple.
yeah.
It's so good.
They just look so classy.
I feel like that's like all his builds are all like classy. They're not like super flashy.
Yeah,
They're
he's
all
got
just,
a
like-
good balance between the really stance boy style, like the hot boy style, and then still keeping it relatively functional.
Yeah.
I like that. because that's more the aspect I aim for.
Yeah.
Are you more function over style?
Yeah, I think there's a balance. Like, obviously you want it to perform good, and
Mhm.
like I really like my car to like work.
Yeah,
like,
of course.
If your car looks like shit, like I can't stand a car that looks like shit. Like my car, I'm not gonna lie, my car does not look good. It looks terrible, and I hate
At
it
least it's all one color still.
for the most part.
For the most part, yeah.
For the most part, but like I do really like style. Like obviously, if something's like on its nuts, it's obviously not performing well. Like
Well,
if
no,
you're
of course
tucking your wheel and you're trying to drift, and you're like, I don't know why my car isn't fast. Well,
I don't think
that's-
anyone tucking their wheel and trying to drift is ever gonna complain about that though.
Yeah, that's
I've never seen anyone that's slammed complain about it because they're like, it's sick though.
Wait,
it just looks so cool though.
I think there's like a lot of directions you can go though. That's the thing, because like it's all like, what do you want to get out of drifting
Mhm.
for me? So it's like, do you want something that's more comp, like oriented, like higher off the ground, not gonna rub, like
Yep.
super functional with like stock bumpers, half cut, like,
Yep.
or do you want it
I hate
like
that look, honestly. I think it looks terrible.
it's not like it doesn't like look great, but like I see it, like it's the competition aspect.
Yeah.
Like
It's
you're
convenience.
you're driving the car to drive the car. You don't care what the car looks like.
Yeah.
Like it's just got to like look good for pictures from 10 feet away. Like,
Gotta look for good for pictures and sponsors.
yeah, that's exactly what it is. But, and then you have like that middle ground of like someone whose car looks good, but also performs really good.
yeah.
Like it's lower, but it's not insanely low to where like the suspension's like inactive.
hmm
But
Dude, there was but mine's I love style, but I still want the functionality of it. I don't want my shit to rub. Like I want it to look good though.
oh yeah,
So there was one time where I don't remember where I was. I think it was NSS, but I would pull my car off the trailer without the ramp sometimes, just for the fuck of it.
really?
Like if I had to pull my truck and trailer down into the grass and then there was like a little lip up onto the concrete, you know, I would pull the tail of the trailer right up to that lip, and it would like, and my trailer's like kind of low on the tail, so it doesn't. You can get really low car friendly cars on there, and I would literally just back it off without the ramps, and it was perfect. Didn't rub once.
Oh man, no way it didn't.
I
rub.
swear to God.
Oh,
It would now
God.
because I have a big fat ass R33 radiator and shit in there, and it's a little bit lower, but yeah,
Oh,
I would do that shit sometimes.
my car's not low, but it rubs on everything.
yeah,
Like the headers are the lowest point of the car, which sucks. 'Cause I put long tubes on it like an idiot.
yeah.
And dude, like I've traded that car to one event, and it was the 245 comp, and I tore the whole like edge of match trailer off.
Fuck.
Like the whole car, like I'm backing out, and it just stops. I'm like, oh my.
Oh shit.
But luckily, Matt has the same issue with his headers, so it wasn't like it was like
Yeah, I was
already
gonna
messed
jack
up.
the car up
so-
real quick.
I didn't even jack it up. I just
Pull it
floored it.
Fuck.
Like I do not care about these headers anymore. They're coming off the next time.
Yeah.
They're the worst things. Do not put long tubes on your car. They're the worst things.
At least on a Mustang.
Oh yeah, on a Mustang
Yeah.
for sure. Terrible.
That time at NSS though, when I did that, there was somebody that was like, "Hold on, wait." When I'm in the car backing up on the trailer, and I was like, "Watch this," and I just stomped on it, It's, coming off the
Just-
trailer, and I went, "Duk, duk, duk." How about that?
Oh
Bet
shit!
your car can't do that.
I wish my car could do that.
I don't. It shouldn't be able to do that. It needs to
Oh,
go
no.
lower.
Oh no.
That just means it needs to go lower. I know that. I'm putting BCs on the car, okay?
Let's coil over.
If you need the BCs, baby, link in the description. God. What happened? Sorry. Okay. Well, let's get one piece of advice you would give to anyone just looking to get into drifting. What's that main piece of advice?
Don't be scared. There's no reason to be scared. Like you got to think everyone started off not being able to link the course. They go out and they spin out their first lap. That's everybody. Like you don't have to be afraid of that. Okay, there is nothing to be scared of. There's help everywhere. All you got to do is ask. Nobody's gonna be. I don't say nobody, but like 99% of people are just gonna be like, oh yeah, what do you need help with? Like it's super easy. All you got to do is ask.
Yeah,
Like-
the amount of help at the track is tremendous. People really do want to just watch you drive.
They do. Like,
Yeah.
because the theory I've always had, like, because I obviously help some people when I can. Like, if there's somebody that's like really new and knows less than I do, like, I'm gonna help them. Like,
Yeah. You don't have to be the most experienced to help
You don't
somebody
have to.
new.
like you can get somebody started. But my theory is like, if I get you good and help you get good, then I have another person to drive with.
Yes, that's
That's
what I
exactly
always
it.
see, because you, as an experienced driver, you kind of get bored driving by yourself.
Yeah.
So you always want to have, so like, there would be times I go to the track and I'd literally just, I wouldn't even go run a single lap. I would just go out in tandem immediately. That's the only way drifting becomes fun, once you get to a certain point in your driving.
Yeah.
So if you're constantly helping other people come in, you're getting more experience driving with other,
Exactly.
like the way people drive is completely different. So
And the more people you drive with, obviously, like that, you know where more things can go wrong, so you can prepare for that too.
yeah,
And like,
yeah. Practice builds perfection,
exactly.
or however you want to say that saying. You back? No, my. So yeah, don't be scared. Get your ass out on the track. That's the advice.
Absolutely.
Well, go ahead, plug your people, plug yourself. Anyone you want to shout out?
Shane_Davis on Instagram. Obviously Scotty D Race Development. Check out the BCs, the greatest coilovers ever.
Yes.
Put that out there right now.
Yes.
If you are in between Milwaukee and Chicago, go to Great Lakes Dragway. Best place to start. Every Tuesday and Friday after 5 p.m. Join the Facebook group, GLD
It's very
Drift.
frequent too.
Oh,
it's crazy.
It's insane the amount of times I drove. Like last year, I think I turned probably in 600 to 700 laps.
Wow.
Which
Damn.
just on the skid
Y'all up
pad.
there, you better hit that track up.
Dude, for $380 for the whole year, you go 6 times.
Oh, they do the season.
Yeah,
like
season
a
pass.
season pass.
You get like a full
Oh,
card.
Fuck, dude.
Look at this.
No way. You got an act like
Yeah.
Ebisu does. You get a little debit card looking thing. No way. Look at that. Wait. Do I need to? Well, it's just your name. Is that cool?
Yeah, I don't
okay.
care.
Look at that. That's crazy.
It's insane. And then if you want to bring like,
Dude,
say, a
more
friend,
tracks should fucking do this,
dude,
man.
they really should, because
oh
like
my god.
you get all the money up front too for the year. So like at the beginning of the year, all these sell like
Ooh,
instantaneously.
I've got an idea for a buddy of mine.
Yeah.
He's coming on the podcast here in the next few months. But yeah, we got some exciting things coming down here to the south.
Ooh.
But I can't speak on that. I'll tell you a little bit after. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. Thanks for supporting the podcast. If you want to continue supporting, grab the merch. And if you want to see any of these podcasts completely ad free, of course, that is down in the Patreon link. So join the community. But that's it. Really appreciate.
Gotcha, bitch.
You want to press the button? You're the first guest to press the buttons. Yes.
Let's go.
We need to change those sound effects. Drop some sound effect memes in the comments and let me know what you guys want to hear on there. But that is it for this one. I really appreciate you coming on, man.
Hey, for sure. I
Hell
appreciate
yeah.
you having me on.
Of course.
Super cool.
Well, we'll see you guys next week. Really appreciate it. Peace. Fucking right. Hell yeah.